Catching up on our sleep is something that many people are constantly talking about and trying to do. And there's a lot of mixed messaging as to whether it's something that is obtainable. What research shows us is that yes, if you are not getting the adequate amount of sleep that your body needs, if you then spend days and days spending more time in bed, napping, resting, going to bed earlier, eventually we catch up on sleep in some ways, but not the way that we think. Research actually shows us that on average, it can take at least 4 days for the body to make up for 1 hour of lost sleep. And recent research even expanded to say that it can take up to 9 days to truly catch up. Now, if you get a poor night's sleep and you're feeling more of that sleep debt, what you can then find is that in the next few days, if you take that nap, if you go to bed earlier, you may wake up the next day and not feel as tired, but it doesn't mean that your body made up for the lost sleep the night before. One study examining individuals that they purposely had for 10 days getting 1 to 2 hours less sleep a night than their body needed. After those 10 days, they then gave them an entire week where they could sleep as much as they wanted, and they had them examine their cognitive functioning, how their brain was working with executive functioning, memory, attention, focus, concentration. And even after an entire week of getting all the sleep that they felt they needed, they still were not performing to where they were at baseline before losing 10 days of adequate sleep. Additionally, research has shown that even after 4 or 5 days of trying to catch up on sleep, or even just taking a weekend and spending all of your time trying to get better sleep, that it doesn't immediately right the impact that it can have on our metabolism, which can contribute to people gaining more weight and finding that it's difficult for them to even put on the appropriate muscle versus fat when they're working out, and it can cause general metabolism disruption. So while, yes, if we're not getting good sleep and we're building up sleep debt, it is going to be important that we want to get ourselves righted back on that track, get ourselves to a place where we are getting the adequate sleep that our bodies need. It's not as simple as just taking our weekends to try to quote unquote catch up on sleep. It's going to be a much longer process for our bodies to be able to get back to where our bodies and mind need. So next time we're not getting that quality sleep, just be thinking about the fact that we really want to then be dedicating the time to allow our bodies and minds what it needs to get to that adequate sleep. Be well.